Welcome back everybody to Veve Gems, where you get periodic videos on top quality NFTs on the Veve app, which I call Veve Gems. Today, I will show you the top 10 undervalued comics on Veve along with the portfolio tracker and Veve stats for week number 16. And this is not financial advice. This table shows the cost in gems per MCP point. So the darker the green shade, that means that's a lower cost per MCP point, and the ones that stand out are the rare variants of Groot FA, Nick Fury FA, and Fantastic Four number 12. This table shows the percentage supply still available on the market for the top 10 undervalued comics on Veve. In general, the lower the percentage, the darker the green shade, the more supported the price for these comics is at these levels. This table shows the fair value percentage upside potential for each of the top 10 undervalued comics on Veve. In general, any percentage that is 300 and above is considered good value with a good price appreciation potential. For those of you interested in the secret rare comics, the ones that show good potential price appreciation include Fantastic Four number 12, Amazing Spider-Man number 1, and Nick Fury first appearance. In addition, you can see from the negative percentages under the secret rare column the comics that are considered quite overvalued and expected to decrease in price in the future. This table shows the current prices of the top 10 undervalued comics on Veve. In general, the lower the price, the better the value. So we can see a good value in Groot first appearance, both the common and the uncommon, Nick Fury first appearance, and Fantastic Four number 12. This table shows the total editions minted for these top 10 comics on the list. If we look at the last column, we see the total editions, and looking at the first column, we see the number of editions under the common variant. Then the next column, the number of editions for the uncommon variant, then the rare, ultra rare, and secret rare. The factors on the right side of the table show you how rare is that variant compared to the common variant. So looking at number 1, Marvel Comics number 1, the uncommon is 8 times more rare than the common. In other words, there is 8 commons for each one uncommon, and there are 16 commons for each rare. There is 20 commons for each ultra rare and 80 commons for each secret rare. So this table will give you some perspective of how rare each variant is compared to the common mid-size. This table shows this week's addition to the investor's portfolio. So we have the top 10 comics ranked and the variants of those comics, as well as the prices of these comics today. And at the bottom we have the total amount invested for this week's investor's portfolio. This table shows the addition to the collector's portfolio for the week. However, unlike the investor's portfolio in which we do the dollar cost averaging strategy, in the collector's portfolio we only add the new comics that make it to the top 10 list. And since there's no new comics that made it to the top 10 list for this week, there is no addition to the collector's portfolio. This table shows the price performance of the addition to the investor's portfolio that was selected last week. So we have the top 10 undervalued comics, the variants, the prices last week and the prices today, and the change for the week for each comic. And looking at the total below, we have lost 24.97 gems for the week, or a negative 3.2%. As there was no addition to the collector portfolio last week, there is no change in this table. This table shows the cumulative performance of both the investors and the collectors' portfolios. For the investors' portfolio, so far we have invested 11,558.73 gems, currently valued at 9,950.43 gems, giving us a total loss of 1,608.3 gems, or a negative 13.9%. For the collector's portfolio, so far we have invested 1,691.3 gems, currently valued at 987.64 gems, giving us a total loss of 703.66 gems, or a negative 41.6%. Comparing the performance of both the investor and collector portfolios, we can obviously see that the investor's portfolio far outperforms the collector's portfolio simply by using the dollar cost averaging strategy. This table shows the weekly Veve social media stats. So looking at week number 16, we can see that we have lost 354 followers on Twitter. We have lost 1,000 followers on Discord. We have lost 32 members on Facebook and lost 294 followers on Instagram. And looking at the totals above, for the last 16 weeks, we have lost 2,343 Twitter followers, 4,000 Discord members. We have gained 274 Facebook members, and we have lost 5,827 followers on Instagram. This table shows the weekly Veve ImmutaScan stats on the blockchain. Looking at week number 16, so far Veve has minted 7,487,324 tokens, and that represents an increase of 28,896 tokens for the week. Moving on to the unique owners, currently it stands at 650,432, which is a 211 new unique owners for the week. And finally, looking at the TMO ratio, which is the tokens minted to unique owners ratio, it currently stands at 11.51. In other words, there's 11.51 tokens for each unique owner on average. And as always, as long as this ratio goes up, it means that the new unique owners are not keeping up with the new tokens minted on average, which means that prices could keep moving sideways to the downside in the short to the medium term. For those of you interested in the ranking methodology and key assumptions used to arrive to the top 10 undervalued comics on Veve, you can always check my video on July 30th, 2022, where you'll see all these details. In addition, you can check my Patreon page where I do the ranking of all comics on Veve using the same analysis that you will see in this video, as opposed to only the top 10 undervalued comics, which I update weekly on this channel. Here is a snapshot of my collection on the Veve app. You are welcome to follow me on the app by searching the Avengers logo edition number 100. It is under the Disney Golden Moments brand. Let me know if you have any questions down in the comments below. As you see in my previous videos, I always respond to each and every question. If you got value out of this video, hit the like and subscribe button so that you can keep informed every week when I post updates. Thanks for watching and happy collecting.